All right, let's get this thing started. We're gonna go ahead and jump in. We're gonna start with our 15-second posing challenge for men. The way this is gonna work is each of our shooters is gonna have 15 seconds to put our male subject into a pose that achieves certain things. We'll give you guys a definition of that, and you guys are gonna have 15 seconds to pull it off, shoot the image, and then it's gonna come on the screen, we're gonna critique it. So, let's just hang on this shot for a little bit. Camera, who's my first volunteer? Let's get Brandon up.
Kevin.
Jen, come on up, Jen. Come on up, girl. Jen, we're gonna place him right here, so he's already in the good light. Camera settings should be already set up. You don't have to worry about that. I want you to pull off a shot that kind of features his clothing. I want you to feature his clothing and kind of get him in a nice candid moment. Mm-hmm. You ready? Grab your camera. Tell me when you're ready to start timing. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, 15 seconds starts now.
Okay, so I'm going to have you unbutton your jacket. I'm going to do kind of like an action shot where you kind of have the jacket and the tie kind of billowing.
10 seconds.
So I'm going to have you grab it and just kind of push forward. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Just one hand. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe one just walking forward, no hands. 1, 2, 3.
It's like Superman, that one. Okay, so you actually got to 20 seconds, but that's all right. Let's see it. It's not a lot of time, right? That's really difficult. Give her a hand because that's very difficult. Now, here's what I love about this. You tried to go for something pretty ambitious. Like, if it would have worked, it would have been a really cool shot, like an in-action shot of that. But you're gonna need more time to do that, right? And then we got a bunch of in-between shots that didn't quite get there. So what if I were to say, let's reset that. I want you to use the 3-point check, do a simple portrait of him that's gonna guaranteed to come out.
Okay.
Give me his chest, take away eye and chin visual points so that it's a fashion-based image on his clothing.
Okay.
Do something with his hands, either put them at rest or give them a sense of purpose.
Okay.
Okay, create that image, and we're gonna go 15 seconds one more time. Let's have you stand right here, and then we need probably her to be mic'd, right? So do you wanna, Joe, can you hand the mic, hold the mic, and just hold it to her side?
Don't move.
Okay. All right. Your 15 seconds starts now.
Okay, I'm gonna have your left hand in your pocket and your right hand holding the base of your tie right there. A little bit lower, perfect. And I'm gonna have your gaze over here and looking down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, one more. Shift your gaze down more, kind of like, yeah, lower it. Perfect, 1, 2, 3.
Stop. So that was 16 seconds, great job. Really nice. Okay. Analyze. Tell me what you guys are noticing. Both images.
One on the right, where his eyes are lower. The one on the right, where his gaze is lower, is more engaging into what he's doing with his tie than the one on the left. The one on the left, he just kind of looks bored and not really sure what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. I like that. So, yeah, so for the one on the right, his nose kind of down a little bit more, feels a little more natural than the one on the left where you can see kind of the eye lines that are going down to the ground. Yeah, feels more natural than the one on the left, okay? What else?
For his expression, if you wanted it to have more of a candid feel too, would you have him maybe do a smile or something like that, or it doesn't need it for this?
I wouldn't say it needs it. it's going to give it a different look, but I don't think it needs it. But there is something missing that I feel is gone from the image. Can you guys figure out what it is? Liz, you want to take the mic?
I really like the expression and everything about this shot, except his hand is on his tie and it's not realistic. Like, what is he doing?
Exactly. That's my thing, is that with one hand up to the tie, I'm not really sure why it's there. It doesn't look like he's adjusting the tie, and yet it doesn't feel like he's featuring it either. It's not like a hand that's coming up to the cuff or the collar of the shirt. It's going to the tie like he's making an adjustment, but in general, you wouldn't really make an adjustment with just one hand. You'd probably bring another hand up for that, right? So that's where I think it could be a little bit, but as a stylized shot, I think it could be cool. Like, it's kind of nice, but if we were going for just that natural in moment, there's that one thing missing, which is one hand is rested, the other's with action, doing something that you'd probably need two hands for. Everything else is pretty dang flawless though about it, so I really like it. Great job, 15 seconds, not bad. Okay, who's up? Who's next? I'm just gonna start calling people. Bring it, Vaughn. Grab that camera. Okay. I want an in-action portrait, maybe like a walking shot.
Okay.
That it is a portrait. He's looking in the camera, smiling, having a good time, and has a kind of candid feel to the expression. Okay, you ready?
All right. So
Start.
I'm gonna have you step back just a couple feet, and actually bring your right leg behind your left one, so it kind of crosses over, and open up the jacket. Actually,
12.
throw your left hand in the pocket. Perfect. And give me a nice smile, and kind of just lean your head to the left. There you go. Perfect. Drop the chin a little bit. And with your other hand, bring it up kind of like behind your neck. There you go. Nice. Oh. And then turn to your right and look down.
Time. That was 35 seconds. That's good. I'm giving you extra time just so you guys can feel what this is to do it in 15 seconds. Okay. I love this shot. I want you to do it again. I'm going to count you 15 seconds, actually. 15 seconds. Okay? So think of this. One way that you can get him to do something quicker is to just quickly demonstrate it.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So basically, I want you to mirror what I'm doing.
2, 3,
Hand behind.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Turn this way.
8,
And then look off. That way.
9, 10, 11,
Bring your shoulders in towards
12,
me a little bit more.
13,
Throw the hand in the pocket.
14, 15. Stop.
What did he win?
It's not bad. It's a pretty cool stylistic portrait. So we didn't get the portrait part though, because he's not looking into the camera.
Yeah.
Let's look back at the other images. Let's take a look at the two best that we got from this one.
Yeah.
There, you nailed it. An in-action portrait. Brandon, you got a little bit of that creepy smile going on, but that's all right. What gives him that? What gives it that sense? Do you guys know?
The creepy smile?
It's his chin down. So his chin down, he's got that gazing up at the camera look. That's the longing look, right? When a guy does bedroom eyes, it just makes him look creepy. So just have him bring the chin up a little bit, and that'll correct that. It'll be totally fine. I love the one hand in the pocket. I love the other one. I like the inaction. The only thing a little bit awkward about it is the way that the camera caught the leg. Doesn't it look like he's missing a foot?
Looks like he just broke his ankle.
I wanted it kind of like in between those two, the way his feet are positioned.
Totally.
So you can still have some gap in between his legs, but still see the other foot.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this one?
I feel like it was back too too far.
Mike.
I feel like his foot was back too far. And I kind of wished he had looked up, but I wasn't thinking.
What else?
I think the foot placement is fine. I think I would have turned his torso a little bit more towards the camera and maybe his gaze a little bit more like further left.
Okay.
Yeah, left.
The only thing that bothers me actually is the hand behind his neck. I don't really see the purpose of it. I don't understand what he's doing.
So that's my thought for this shot in general, is that I like this as a stylistic musician's portrait. Like, you know, like an artist kind of getting a shot like this, and it kind of looks cool and contemplative. I can't think of a reason that the groom would be doing that. Right? So I love these types of shots, and we've talked about this in like photographing the groom, like doing like unique things with the hands and those kind of things, like doing something interesting with like the hand and splitting the face, and those kind of things make for really great stylistic portraits. It's just on the wedding day, I don't necessarily see what it is that we're aiming to achieve with that shot when there's only one of those, because what would go next to this in an album? So that's where I feel like a little bit of a, I would go with this shot with the chin up a little bit less creepy of a smile. I would go with that. But there's also one other correction I would make. As far as I'd run the leg back, in reality, you're going to have more time than 15 seconds, right? The point of this is to see how difficult it is to do it. Okay? I'd run it back so we get the leg out, so we don't get that. Also, is there a purpose for his jacket being unbuttoned here?
I actually like the jacket open because it looks like he's walking. For me, it works because of the walking. If he wasn't walking, it wouldn't work for me.
Okay. It does work. Just keep in mind that if your jacket's open, have them tug down the shirt so you get less wrinkles across the white, okay? Otherwise, close the jacket. Closing the jacket is always gonna be a little bit safer. You can still have them walk and still have it look natural with a closed jacket. So the visual, like my eye draws me into a lot of the wrinkles of the shirt because it's so bright and white. But I like that shot on the left. It's really nice. Okay, great job.